Niin Neskantaga Neskantaga niin snabben one Neskantaga Neskantaga na meben do dem met die which Neskantaga shindonji ne kan go die adavs te sagen guys dagok. My name is Christopher Moonias. I'm from Neskantaga, Ontario, which is around 430 kilometers north of Thunder Bay. It's on the Ottawa Lake, and it is on the Ottawa River, the same system. It's the same river system where the proposed so-called Ring of Fire is. So I come here as a rights holder, a land user. I'm not a chief. I'm not a leader, but I'm here to say things. I mean, to protect my rights as an individual, and the individual. I mean, and the rights of my my children, the rights of my grandchildren, and the rights of my great-granddaughter that's here in the building. That's why I'm here. I grew up in Ottawa River area in a traditional lifestyle. We continue to hunt, fish, and gather medicine, and we traveled that river up and down since time immemorial. I grew up being taught our way of life, the way of life that is being threatened by this bill. I grew up the same way my parents and their parents did. They were taught the same way. My mom's mother comes from the Moonias River, which is north of the Ottawa. My grandmother comes from the Albany River, which is south of the Ottawa River. During my work, I have traveled places. I have traveled to many different nations, indigenous communities, you call them. I call them nations because that's who we are. And and of all the places I've traveled right across Canada, I have never seen a nation prosper from mining or any development. I continue to see them in third world conditions. No roads, no infrastructure, lack of potable water, no high school, no hospitals. My First Nation, it's on its 11,068th day of being under a boil water advisory. This is the longest in Canada. That's 30 years, over 30 years, going on 31 years. How can we give our free, prior, informed consent when we're living this way? How can we be equal partners when we're still living in poverty and third world conditions? Come to my community, and you'll see those firsthand. Ontario talks about enhancing the duty to consult in this legislation, this bill. But to me, that duty to consult has already failed because I traveled here 1,400 kilometers, cost me $1,300 a ticket from Neskantaga to Thunder Bay, return, then an additional $1,000 a ticket from here, from from Thunder Bay to Toronto and return, and also at least $600 a night in hotels out of my own pocket. Is that duty to consult? You see, and there's three of us that traveled here, my partner and our great-granddaughter. See, if you have those in the north, we don't have to do that. That's where you're failing. Your duty to consult is having those sections where it can be accessible to the people up north. where it can be a lot easier for myself to go. Despite all the mining promises we hear, we still continue to live the same way. Victor Mines down the river from me, from where I live. It's, it didn't prosper us. It didn't prosper the community that was nearby there, the nation that was nearby there. Out-of-Wabascut, it didn't prosper. They're still under boil water advisory. There's still lack of housing. Bill 5 takes away a lot of those. Bill 5 attacks my inherent Aboriginal and treaty rights. You cannot interpret or impose my Aboriginal and treaty rights unilaterally. We need to sit at the table together. Every year, we are forced to take a child home in a coffin for attending high school. Every year. Every community, every nation up north, every year. I, as a land user, feel threatened. We will oppose this bill publicly, in media, in the courts, in the boardroom, and when it comes to be on the land. We will be there. I promise you that. Miigach.